everyone, welcome to our episode of SRB Gaming, Key 3 Edition. I am Kristen.
And I'm Richard from Nerdy Chic Universe.
Yes, Rich, I have been very fortunate today to not do a Zoom version of this, as he actually has a day off today. I know, right? As we're taking a look at the 2023 PlayStation Showcase. It has been since, honestly, it has been since 2021. I had to look this up. It has been since 2021 since they last had a PlayStation Showcase. And that's where they did, like, they showed the KOTOR reveal, remake reveal, which that's in development hell.
An actual full PlayStation Showcase. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
because like then after that, like last year, like they did an E3 thing, right? Like
they've done showcases and like extended stay of plays, but they haven't done a PlayStation Showcase in quite a while. Okay. Like I said, it's been since 2021, and that was on the eve of the 1-year anniversary of PS5, and now we're getting close to the 30-year anniversary of PS5, which you have now officially.
Yes, I do have.
I have now officially. You've been playing the fuck out of Resident Evil 4 Remake. I have been playing the fuck out of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Well, that's what you've been seeing from my PlayStation thing. I also finally around a week before I also got Breath of the Wild finally, so I've been catching up on that too.
Cool. I have a friend who just finished it up, and I told him, don't start Tears of the Kingdom. You need to take a breather for a while, a couple games in between, and then get to it. Because that's what I'm playing right now. That's why I have my Switch around here. Well, Switch over there is because like I've been playing nothing but Tears of the Kingdom. But that's what we're here to talk about. I thought you were talking about Nintendo. We're talking about Sony. Sony has finally got its head up its ass when it comes to PlayStation 5 stock. There's plenty of stock now, especially for the fact they figured out how to have to manufacture less for each PS5 is the best way of putting it. So yeah, they've finally recovered, and sales-wise, there's plenty in stock now. It's not as difficult as it used to be to get a PS5, and we're out here now. So like, yeah, okay, so for this showcase, it's the beginning of the Key 3 season. E3's canceled again this year. Yeah. So it's officially the Key 3 season. Even if you go on his Summer Game Fest website, he shows non-Summer Game Fest related conference and events happening between like now and like the end of June. So like you can go on there and look at this full schedule, and we're here now, and like, okay, so the biggest thing right now, it feels like it's the one thing everybody knows is going to be shown here is Spider-Man 2. They confirmed, the Insomniac confirmed coming out this fall. Yeah, is single player, because a lot of people when they saw the teaser thought it was going to be 2-player, considering it showed Miles and Peter in it. So I
wouldn't have a problem with that.
That's the biggest one guaranteed that's going to be here. That's one that's like all but confirmed. Is Spider-Man 2? We're going to be seeing a first look at it in some form. Is here. Everything else is a serious mixed bag. It could literally be anything. Like there's talk about Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. There's talk about like what Bluepoint, the guys behind the Demon Souls remake's next project is. What's the deal with KOTOR remake? Because like I said, that's going through some development hell right now. So will we see that here? Will we see another Tekken 8 character revealed here? Will we see the first official gameplay trailer for Mortal Kombat 1? You heard about that, right? Yes, so basically, NetherRealm did officially announce the next Mortal Kombat game, which will be an actual legit reboot, not like the MK9 one. This will be an actual legit reboot on story DLC reasons, but it is a legit reboot of the franchise.
Oh, okay.
But it still holds the key of like, it's still, the originals are still technically canon. You have to play a story. It's really confusing.
Basically, there's going to be some shenanigans, you know, kind of like the Abrams Trek stuff. It's like the original stuff still happened, but we're kind of skewing off.
Dude, that is the fucking best way of putting it. It is basically, yeah. Mortal Kombat 1, let's see, Mortal Kombat 11 is to Mortal Kombat 11 is to Mortal Kombat 1 as, what is it, the last Star Trek movie is to the Kelvin timeline Star Trek. Abrams reboot.
Yeah, like where like they did Star Trek Nemesis, and then a bunch of stuff happened in between, before Picard happened, and Nimoy Spock got sent back in time, and then we got Abrams Trek. Yeah,
so people are expecting a gameplay trailer here. All we got for the reveal trailer was CG trailer. It was a really good-looking CG trailer, but it was just a CG trailer. Yeah, it's people are expecting a gameplay trailer here at the very least. Not a lot else I can think of off the top of my head. I know just a lot of people are expecting a lot. They did confirm this is going to be over an hour long presentation. So they're just going to be showing a lot. After our last State of Play reaction where, yeah, Suicide Squad didn't do so good, got delayed again. I don't think we're going to see that here. Yeah, they need to put that thing back in the oven for a little while longer and figure out what the fuck to do with it.
They honestly need to just start baking that cake again. They honestly need to just bake a whole new cake.
And I was speaking of Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I beat 100% everything, over 130 hours to do. That includes the DLC that came with it, as well as
That's actually what I'm still working on. It's just that after the last stomping I got doing Yuffie's hard mode, I was just kind of like, you know what? I just need to take a break for a bit.
I did what I did in the first one is what I did in my main story plays. What I did with this one is there's a spot because like main story has a grind spot for materia. Even that one has a grind spot for materia. That's it. I just did those, and I did all ones material I knew I was gonna need, and then jumped into the hard mode and stuff like that. And even in doing the material grinding, I even got level 50, like level capped the characters and everything. But you have to get the manuscripts. So let me get all the manuscripts and that was painted. Oh, and good luck with Whis. Yeah, that took.
Weiss the Immaculate. Yes, I'm familiar with him.
Not as difficult. I will send you a YouTube link whenever you get to that point. Sorry. But speaking of Remake, of course people are speculating maybe we'll see a new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's 16 is right around the corner, so it's the prior for that has dropped a bit. And the game looks fucking great.
Well, especially since based on the timeline they kind of gave for when the remakes, for when the FF7 project stuff is supposed to be coming out. That's supposed to be coming out like early next year. They did say it was supposed to be like the next winter season, which will be from December through like February, March. So they've got a little less than a year before the thing before they hit that time frame. So
yeah.
Hopefully we get to see something.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see some. I'm hoping to see something Rebirth. I really enjoyed my time with Remake, though there was a couple of times where I called. It's still like something to get used to, but
there's a few times when you will call bullshit.
Yeah, but I
will.
Yeah, I can see something from Rebirth happening here because like I said, Final Fantasy XVI's priorities dip a little, so they want to get people teased on the next thing, like what Pixar does. They tease the next thing before like their current thing comes out. They always fucking do that.
And like the fact that 16 is getting close to release date, pre-orders are actively open at this point. It's one of the things that like at least on my PlayStation 4, they're pushing it hard trying to get me to pre-order.
And obviously we'll be seeing some PlayStation VR 2 stuff here as well. Like
that'd be cool.
It's still not worth the price. It's still
but
it's not worth the price, but they are trying.
Yet.
Yeah, like the general consensus review-wise is it's great, but it has no games for it right now.
Oh god, its PS3 has no games all over again.
Exactly, but with a VR headset instead. But yeah, that's all I can think of. Is there anything you would want, aside from what we've talked about, is there anything you would want to see?
Let's see.
Maybe more on that Warframe, new game from the Warframe developers?
Oh, the Soulframe thing?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd love to see them talk about it, but considering the fact that it's more of a multi-platform thing, I imagine they're not going to talk about it until TennoCon in August, which I am looking forward to. I could see a
teaser.
Warframe merch right here.
I could at least see a teaser for it here.
Yeah, teaser, or the fact that the 10th anniversary event is kind of going on right now before TennoCon. They might, talk about that. Hey guys, it's the 10th anniversary of Warframe. We've had it going for 2 console generations now. Maybe go play it.
Yeah, another one people are speculating on. For me, it's honestly what's already been announced, stuff that's already been confirmed, or maybe be here, which is like, love to see Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay. I would like to see more on Rebirth. Spider-Man 2 I'm looking forward to. Like, after I'm done with, whenever I get done with Tears of the Kingdom, I'm going to jump on Miles Morales next. And so, like, I'm just looking forward to what they've already announced.
I played that, it's good.
I figured. But, like, Spider-Man 2, like, yeah, Spider-Man 2 is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. I'd be generally happy for anything else big that they show or unveil. Like, I know there's a lot of Bloodborne fans out there. Maybe they'll show, like, maybe PlayStation got to call dibs before Jeff and shows a teaser for the Elden Ring DLC being worked on at the moment.
That's true. Or Oh, I just remembered, like, I don't know if it's come out yet, but the new Armored Core game.
Armored Core 6 got announced for August. They had a gameplay trailer released
so
recently.
they might have something there, because that's another FromSoft thing, so, you know. Yeah, and actually, that's actually my first exposure.
We could get a gameplay walkthrough, because like I said, they did, like, about a month ago, they had a gameplay reveal trailer.
Right, so. Just saying, with it coming out in August, they are going to try and hype it up at, like, every event that they possibly can.
Have you seen the collector's edition for that thing?
No, I haven't, but I can imagine what's included.
The basic collector's edition is reasonable for what you get, because you get like a nicely sized like mech that's like I think like about this tall.
A nice sized mech statue. That thing.
But they're charging you at least I think $100 to $200 more if you want them in a little mini hangar.
I admit that's nice to have. Nice custom.
I'll show you after. You're gonna laugh.
That's a bit ridiculous.
I'll show you later. You're gonna laugh because you're like, wait, that's it.
Damn, for that kind of price, they used to give you, like, the freaking kit with the actual, like, full controls with all the switches and stuff. You know, all the switches, buttons, and the freaking control levels.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It's just so ridiculous, but I know people...
You remember seeing those things around before, though, right? Yes. Like, back in the old days of the old... But...
probably a non-Ultimate Ninja Storm related Ultimate Ninja Storm game. Apparently... After I got done watching this, apparently people were pissed it wasn't Ultimate Ninja Storm 5. And I'm like, I wasn't expecting it. Like, no, to be fair, the Boruto's gone on long enough to where you can warrant a new Ultimate Ninja Storm game. But I'm like, maybe they're still working on it. Like, Connections is just here's the complete package for Naruto, and then when we do Boruto, then like...
Actually, you know what? You saying that reminded me of something. Another Namco Bandai property I actually would like to see them do. Because,
what?
Well, I forget his name at the moment, but there's a dude actually doing a retrospective series on the .hack games. And he was talking about, like, how we already got the GU series remake, like the remaster, all that stuff, like, back on the PS4. I would like to see them actually do one for the original .hack quadrilogy. Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine, because those games, they only exist on PS2 and they are hard to get your hands on nowadays. You know, assuming you don't, just go yo ho, a pirate's life for me. But if you're trying to get an actual legit copy to play on your official hardware, good luck.
It could happen. So here we go, guys. So here we go. Here's going to be our reactions to the 2023 PlayStation Showcase. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Come on, come on.
Oh, and great! We're going to see some maturity.
May not be suitable for all audience.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, great. What's first? Oh. This is their opening. Are we going to actually have human presenters? It looks like a stage.
That is a very good question.
I mean, I don't mind. This is technically their like key 3 season event, so I mean, might as well go big. Okay, here we go. Some actual gameplay.
Okay, so.
Oh, it's Spider-Man 2, baby! This is no Haven. Oh wait.
Okay. You have my attention. What's good?
Take their money. Okay.
You know about us? Seems like everyone does these days.
Cheat the rich.
It's simple.
Make it.
Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people.
The fuck?
And it's only getting worse.
I think I've heard of Haven. I think they just. I think they recently got bought.
Decided to do something about it. Let's go.
I think I heard of Haven. I think they got recently bought by Sony. I mean, I'm not liking this music. Maybe because of copyright reasons. Okay, it's like Payday, like sci-fi.
I was gonna say I was almost for a second I was almost thinking Watch Dogs, but it doesn't have Ubisoft on it, so.
Oh no. I thought,
but you get what I mean by like the vibes, right? Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of like dead sec looking stuff at the front there.
What the hell? he did something to his weapon, like. So wait, are they heists?
I think you were right. This is like a Payday meets Cyberpunk type thing.
Fair games. Take it till you make it. I didn't bring it up. We're also going to be seeing a lot of first-party games. So
yeah, it makes sense.
Even okay. I mean, it looks like a heist game, like a competitive heist game. For the looks of things, like first one to the prize wins. That's the vibe I got from that when they were attacking him like that.
Hi everyone. I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. I'm delighted to be here today to introduce what's next for PlayStation 5. We're now into the third year of the life cycle of PS5, and we've been fortunate to have so many...
You can tell sometimes, if you look at the eyes, he's reading off a title of a prompter.
Just scratching the surface of what's possible with gaming experiences.
Oh yeah, I see his eyes scrolling.
Today, you'll get a glimpse into some of the most breathtaking and imaginative content that we
nothing screams that like the opening where it's basically just like multiplayer Payday. I don't know.
Enjoy the show.
Oh, it's Payday with a cyberpunk like Watch Dogs twist on it. Yeah.
Like aesthetic. I would say more aesthetic. Okay, let's see what's next.
Getting another PlayStation Studios.
Super Earth.
Super.
Our home.
Okay.
Our way of life. But freedom doesn't come free.
What the fuck?
Sweet liberty!
Are you expecting this to be like a Devolver Digital game? Because I would have expected that. They're the ones who do like
these
weird,
are happening
crazy.
all over the galaxy right now. And you could be next.
What the fuck?
It is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers.
Helldivers?
I feel like some of those skull symbols on the gear look familiar.
Arrowhead Studios. I've heard of them, I think.
True freedom.
So it's another competitive, another multiplayer experience.
Except this time it's Starship Troopers.
And secure
That's a vibe I got from that opening.
build a better tomorrow.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it was. It was the Werner Herzog version of Starship Troopers from like 1995.
And introduce them to our sophisticated technology.
Yeah, you're expecting Rico to pop up.
Freedom to make new
If you want to live forever!
And
Well, at least you can hug people for most of things.
of what Super Earth has to offer. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force and work together.
Though I was also getting Warhammer vibes from their outfits.
Liberty and democracy.
And the fact that they're fighting giant insects, it's like...
At least this one gave us actual in-game footage, unlike fair games.
Become a hero. Become
Hey, that's clever.
Become a Helldiver.
Is it called Helldivers? Helldivers 2? There was a Helldivers 1?
I don't Helldivers fan.
No, you're there, right? No, Helldivers is fun. I didn't even know there was a Helldivers 1. I honestly didn't know that. That caught me off guard. Okay.
Sir?
Ascendant Studios.
It's the hand.
Follow, but do not engage.
Oh. Oh, this is I think this is
Engage a little.
this is that Immortals of Aveum. We got that like CG trailer at Game Awards. There's been preview builds out for it lately. I haven't checked it out yet.
Okay, honestly, okay, I think I'm starting to remember this now.
Yeah. Yeah, there was just a CG trailer. It just showed us a city in the distance and then just gave us the title and that was it.
Blades have established a stronghold.
See, even my autocorrect knows what I'm talking about. I haven't put anything in.
Jury's still out on that one.
I mean, yeah, I heard about it. It's like a magic FPS. Like a fantasy FPS. Kind of like a fantasy FPS. I haven't seen anything. It's not like I've ignored it. It's just like, been busy. It looks pretty cool.
Oh, and also, they've barely talked about it because I haven't heard much about this either.
It had a preview build like a month or two ago from some people. I
think I just heard Steve Bloom.
Yeah.
Shawnians haven't had enough yet? We haven't given them enough.
Hey, I know who that is.
Yeah.
I do get light Forspoken vibes because of the guy's attitude.
Your men killed my family. Don't turn your back on me.
Okay. I mean, I love the vibes it's giving, like fantasy, first person. Like I love the arm thing; it's really cool.
You know what I'm getting reminded of? I remember seeing a lot of footage of like what spellcasters in like Skyrim were able to do, like in the Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah, Immortals of Aveum. Yeah, I called it.
Like you remember, you saw some Skyrim footage of like what mage casting looked like, and it looked a little bit like that.
July 20th. Okay.
This looks a lot more intricate and involved because, you know, it's like the primary gameplay as opposed to one style.
It does look pretty cool, though.
Yes, it does.
One more level. Is that the name of the game?
I think that's the studio, because that's what we've been getting first is like the studio.
Oh, I heard about this. Oh, I think I heard about this game already. No, wait. Am I gonna hear about this game? I can't remember if I heard about it.
I'm gonna admit that's very Destiny-looking armor right there, or a very Destiny-looking suit.
No, I definitely haven't heard about this game yet. It says one more level. I don't know if that's the name of the studio? I'm getting Ghostrunner II! Oh shit! I was just about to say, I'm getting Ghostrunner vibes. I'm getting Ghostrunner vibes.
Blood will run.
It's this like first person cyberpunk ninja game that got well received. That's pretty cool. Ghostrunner II. Cool.
What's your plan?
Oh.
Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
What the fuck? S game. I have 6 days to live. This game.
Just run away. It won't make any difference at the end of the day.
For a second, I thought it was
You know
Soulframe game?
No, that Monkey King game. That's being worked on.
Long?
Yeah. Is it one? I forgot. Phone Studios.
I almost want to.
Everyone wears a mask. You too. This is a real face.
Can we go back to 2 Faces ago?
What secret did you sell him?
I mean, count me interested.
This guy's kind of looking like like the dude from Neo, so I almost would have guessed that, but like a third one?
Perhaps, but no. I mean, it looks pretty dope. Though, the camera tells me it's definitely not, like, it's definitely aiming for not Souls-like.
Actually, I was going to say, this is like some Devil May Cry stuff right here.
God of War 2018 vibes more than that, honestly. The way the camera's positioned, that's why.
Well, that's why I was saying Devil May Cry, because Spectacle Fighter.
Holy shit!
But you know, a bit more like that. But, well, obviously they're trying to go with something a little more unique, you know, or do something a little different, so that's what I'm saying. I figure with the camera angles, they're working in something closer to like the past 2 God of War games. But you try to tell me that that's not like some stuff that you'd be doing in like one of the older Devil May Cry games, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you're wrong.
No, exactly. You're right. Oh, nice transition. It looks pretty dope. I mean,
you know, fighting stuff. You know, different weapons meaning different fighting styles. It's like, yeah, this is.
Time is not on his side. All we have to do is wait.
And some stuff that is clearly
Yes. Let's kill him.
supernatural in nature.
Phantom Blade 0? Once again,
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
is there a Phantom Blade 1?
Get my heart back.
Okay, great. I mean, obviously. This is like, once again, there was a previous one?
I guess so.
I guess so. Okay.
I think in the case of some of those things, they were stuff that was on different platforms.
Maybe. Oh, is this a sequel to, oh my god, I forgot the name of it. The... Yeah, yeah, the same team. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, giant squid. Is this a sequel to Pathless? It looks visually like a spectacle.
Well, we know they always make a very pretty game, so.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
Yes.
Sword of the Sea. Let's see. Okay, I mean, yeah, I remember Ghostrunner. That was cool. Family Zero. I feel like I've heard that name before. I'll have to look up later. Okay.
A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders, things that I...
You get an iRobot vibes, like the iRobot movie vibes?
Mildly.
Because he looks an awful lot like Sonny. Waiting for Will Smith to pop up.
Think of the world we could build if we believed in ourselves. If we truly believed in what it means to be sentient. To face the universe without fear or delusion.
Kitties.
I swear to God, if you put 2 on the end of this, I'll be like, where was the first one?
I know, right? It's like...
Great towers rising towards the sky.
Better be able to do that. That'd be cool.
It would be possible.
Like, don't tease something like that
If
and
we believe.
then don't let us do it.
If we
That's just
still
cool.
have faith.
Oh, come on! Okay, I know what the Talos Principle is.
That one I've... See, that one we've heard of.
That one I heard of. So, 2. Okay, cool. I didn't play the first one.
The past is prologue. It was like the tagline.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, I have heard of Greed.
Oh, what the fuck? Did that bird just turn into a plant?
Yes, flowers sprouted from its corpse.
And that... The wolf doesn't even have antlers, like tree branches growing out of its head.
Oh no, it's the Heartless.
Yeah, that's a... Yeah.
I mean, look at them. They're masses with... they are just... black, mostly formless masses with glowing eyes. It's like, it's the Heartless.
Oh, No.
You killed the big wolfo.
Oh, come on. I wasn't expecting you to be depressed, Sony. What the fuck? Oh, come on.
I see what they're doing here. The big wolfo is going to be your tutorial companion to show you how powerful the actual companion can get by endgame.
More than likely. Just, oh, damn.
Still, it's like that.
Neva.
That's
Neva. 2024.
That's just mean, guys.
Not Nevada. Jesus Christ. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Something more lighthearted. Smart. Cat Quest. Pirates of the Purribean. What? What?
Indeed. What? You know, funny enough, with that whole the ship sinking as they get to the dock thing, I immediately thought Captain Jack Sparrow. So it's like, so yeah, they're not even being very subtle about it. It's like that is indeed a reference.
Okay. That was a nice lighthearted thing, though, to chuck us out of our funk, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's this? Square Enix? Hmm?
Okay, Square, what you got for us?
Oh no. Please just not be another co-op shooter. I'm tired of those. And like 3 already. I feel like we've gotten like 1 million already. It's another competitive shooter, isn't it?
Okay, it's a showtime!
The fuck? Can we stop it with the hero shooters? I'm getting tired of them. You're throwing bubbles at each other?
So you guys are trying to just rip off Splatoon. Okay.
Well, Splatoon's ink. They're the guys who hired if they need to clamp the ink. Yeah, no, they're getting their own game. Their own spin-off game on Sony. Oh, actual gameplay, okay. I mean, Foamstars. It looks like that's what the name of it is. I mean, it looks quirky.
For folks who want to play Splatoon but don't have a Switch.
Yeah, who don't want to buy a Nintendo. I mean, looks neat. It's like the opposite. It's like...
And want more of an anime flavor to their thing as opposed to... Because that's all this is. It's anime, not Nintendo Splatoon.
Yeah, it's who you hire to clamp Splatoon's messes. It's Power Wash. No, it's Power Wash Simulator by way of Splatoon.
For the Foamstar party?
No. Foamstars. Dude, that is the most what the fuck thing we've seen so far.
And that's including the one where they...
Oh, Plucky Squire! Oh, this one looks so cool.
To the land of Mojo. Here we find Jot, the Plucky Squire, and his friends, Violet, Thrash, and...
Thrash, yeah!
Heroes protect the land from the villainous sorcerer, Hungrum. They adventure to the edges of their realm, and even beyond.
Man, the first half has just been a lot of like, it's just been indie showcase basically, and like a couple first party at the beginning.
Surprises and attractively furnished accommodation.
Aww.
Well, again, it's all mostly been stuff that is saying it's coming to PlayStation specifically.
From his diabolical
and the few things that said they were coming to something else said PC.
By the way, this looks really cool. I saw the original trailer for this.
I didn't, but this looks cool.
Yeah.
This looks fun.
Okay. So most of the first half of this so far, bless you, first half of this so far has been indie and a couple first party.
Mm-hmm.
Teardown services. I swear, guys, this. Oh, I remember this game. Well, I think I remember this game. Yeah, you blow shit up. Yeah, you go and wreck shit. That's your job. But I don't remember it looking so Minecrafty, though. Yeah, I don't remember it looking so Minecrafty, though. Yeah, I think I've seen this game before, but it didn't look like it. It looked like Mojang crapped it out. Yeah, you basically do stuff like that. I don't remember it looking like this. Okay.
I guess maybe they decided on an aesthetic change?
I guess so. So far, it's funny. The most what the fuck thing we've gotten so far wasn't even the cat pirate game. It was the foam game. Teardown, yeah, it's called Teardown. Okay, I guess they changed the aesthetic a little. Okay, yeah, he's this year, okay. I mean, that's clearly the last part. Okay. Neat. Okay, fucking hell. I was like,
okay, where's the buffering symbol?
Ants.
Amen!
Is this like a Resident Evil 2 remake reveal where it's like it's something way bigger? And then the ants
we're gonna find something real fucked up.
Okay. It's your frog.
The ants were crawling into a frog. The frog got snatched by a bird.
Neat.
Why is there a thing floating in the background over there?
I don't know, dude.
Nice done, little birdie.
Okay.
You waiting for Del Lago to just pop up? Like
No, I'm waiting for something to happen. Yeah, Circle of Life happening right now.
Big snake, big gator.
Yeah. What did it look like, the thing floating in the sky? Was it like a sun, a building?
It looked like a couple of buildings, like kind of cube-shaped buildings. Like.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! It is!
What the fuck?
It's Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake!
What?
It's Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake!
What? What? I told you, I'm
The music! Ah! What a reveal! Oh!
What?
What a thrill.
The music too! We're gonna cover it sword! Metal Gear Solid
Delta?
Snake Eater.
Yeah, because that's the Delta symbol there. Or trying.
What the fuck?
But still, Snake Eater. I'm sorry, what? I'm still all like, what?
Are we gonna find out more, or is that it? Oh. Oh shit! What?
What?
The first 3 games coming up! Oh shit! It was called Master Collection?
Yes. Volume 1.
I said Volume 1. Thank you for that. Holy shit! Delta. So it is the symbol for Delta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Triangles.
For now, I just put the word Delta.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Doesn't say who develops it. Doesn't say who's even working on the port of the first 3. Fuck. Master Collection Volume 1, though. Volume 1. So what's Volume 2? Okay, we'll talk about it later. Look at this now, because this looks really ambitious. I didn't even see who's working on it. Dreamlit Games. Thank you. But you say you saw a cube in the sky? Not even got
several. Or something. I don't know if it was stuff attached to a tower.
But it didn't even say like Towers of Aghasba. I said 2024. Oh. Okay, we are getting 1716. Okay.
These people live with a night.
No, wait, is it?
You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
It's something Final Fantasy.
The music, yeah. I think it is 16. Yeah, I think it is 16.
Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
Every time.
Wow, I wasn't expecting to get a trailer.
You suffer.
Like they just had a big preview build recent, like a few days ago for a lot of people. A lot of positive feedback. So much positive feedback. Apparently, they confirmed this game will not be getting a day 1 patch. Like, well, dude, you forget how long you've been working on this game. The game will not be a day 1 patch, and no DLC is currently planned because they're waiting on to hear feedback on the main game. Yeah, but the game, dude, it's up your alley. It's Final Fantasy, and it's Devil May Cry style combat. Based on previews, it's all you, man.
With the Eidolon forms,
that dude's Sid, by the way. That's our Sid too. He's the dominant for Rama.
But yeah, so basically, the Devil May Cry influences are in the combat style, but also the Eidolon forms are their devil triggers.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Who are we? What are dominance? We are but mighty acts of God.
Enough of this.
Titan.
I use my talents to my advantage. You want to tell me there is shame on that?
The dude with the shame.
Yeah, dude, I won't keep an eye on this game, dude. They picked the right developers to work on the next Final Fantasy title, is all I can say.
Hi, Shiva.
Oh yeah, Panzer. They showed that part a little. It's like a Panzer Dragoon style part with Phoenix. It's really cool.
Hi, Odin.
Legacy of Crystals, of course, has shaped our history for long enough. Oh, the music too. Oh, nice touch. Fate will fall. Dude, I'm so hyped for this game. Dude, I wasn't expecting another trailer. Dude, so far, the number one thing, the top 2 things that made us go, what the fuck? MGS 3 Remake and fucking Foam thing, the Foam Party game. Because somebody looked like that Foam Parties at Raise and went, I can make a game out of that.
The difference is MGS made us get... what? Because that was so freaking awesome. And
what's up?
Nightmare.
Is this?
My right to escape. Every word is a step.
Alan Wake 2!
Dude, I was hoping we'd hear something from Remedy about this.
No, dude! The voice actor let slip. The game's coming out in October.
This case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley.
Yeah. They sit.
No, actually, those the guys at Lord Monty Xander and all. I've been following the Remedy stuff, and
only the rumors.
Alan Wake's like the next game I'm gonna get because I want to play the remaster.
Someone knew they.
I have it on Xbox right now. I want to get to it eventually.
Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
Text is about us.
No, that was Sam.
I know.
The horror story wanted us dead.
Okay, some gameplay. Some game stuff. So it looks like you're not playing Alan Wake at first.
Multiple characters?
Oh.
Something important.
Do that.
Holy
I
shit.
read the novelization.
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Easy now. First things first.
What's your name?
What's your name?
They find him. Oh, October 17th!
Fuck yes.
Pre-order now. Nah, the voice actor let slip. Oh yeah, it's coming out in October. It's like, dude, you're like a week away from revealing. Finally! Oh my god, fucking finally! Footage of Assassin's Creed Mirage! God damn it!
Hidden one.
It exists! It fucking exists!
You have died.
It exists!
Reborn.
It fucking exists. Holy sh! Actual in-game footage. We haven't even seen in-game footage of this in months. No, at all. Let me say in months. At all.
We need to find a way to get you inside without being seen. You could bribe the guards to look the other way.
Yeah.
I shall see what.
Yeah. This one. They said the big thing about this one. It's not a new mainline one, but it is kind of a side game. But it is supposed to be more like the original trilogy. More like the original trilogy.
The old games.
Yeah, it's less of, it has less of the RPG element in it.
Find the stillness.
Oh, you recognize voice actress too? She talks again. Looks nice.
I think it's cool that we get that. This looks like we're playing as a dude from Altair's.
He's talking again? Come.
You will be watching.
The chick from The Expanse.
Oh, okay. I haven't really seen
October 12th. There it is.
I haven't really seen The Expanse, so.
When we show you actress, she'll go, oh! Finji. Glory Society. Oh, I think this is the Night in the Woods developers. Yeah. It's a really popular indie title.
Yeah, I know Night in the Woods.
Yeah, it's from the same developers. I recognize the art style.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question about Mirage, it's a spin-off of a character from Valhalla telling his story.
Well, I was gonna say, look, it's cool that it looks like we're gonna be getting to play as characters like from Altair's Order again.
There's more to it, but
I know, but you know.
Let's see what this is. This would be cool if it's Night in the Woods too. No, Revenant Hill.
Yeah, because you know it's the skeleton walking around, right? Like just
Revenant Hill.
Skeleton just walking around like.
I love that you have to keep on variants coming to PS5. We're like, we know what presentation we're watching now, right? Side games, so something I'm not gonna really care all that much about. Maybe. Okay, that looks like a RPG. Standard RPG fare. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh wait! Wait, I think it's Granblue. I think it's Granblue Fantasy. I recognize the characters from
yeah.
So they did the fighting game recently. I think it's a Granblue game? A new Granblue game? Okay.
I was hearing something about they were supposed to have a new different.
Yeah, I recognize when they showed the main character of the Granblue. I'm like, wait. Okay. I mean, Looks like right up Granblue fans' alleys. I forgot. Is it like a separate game, an anime, or like a manga, or Granblue Fantasy Relink? Granblue. Oh, what the fuck?
Capcom, Street Fighter 6. Yeah, I can see.
I've crossed paths with many during my journey for true strength. I've also met my share of enemies. Opponents I had to overcome.
Looks like a little bit more story mode.
My journey knows no end.
Hi, Kyle.
I will continue to do
Still Kyle. Story starts here. I wasn't expecting another.
Seeking strength, despite having no real need to do so. Honestly, I thought you were a complete idiot.
Oh, cool. So they're showing more of the story mode. That's it. Feel bad for Ken.
I'm not nearly strong.
Someone wearing a Blanca mascot costume?
It's probably worth looking into this nice shawl business.
Hi, Cammy.
That power seemed to be the Satsui no Hado.
Oh.
Simply a trick of the senses.
Wait.
He attempted to set the world under his heel through violence.
Apparently he's the new vessel for a psycho power.
When you go looking for strength,
Okay, what a trailer. I was like,
this journey doesn't have a real end.
hey, Sonon. Same voice actor.
Right.
Sonon.
Yeah.
Pretty dope. I mean, I wasn't expecting a trailer. Still the worst box I've ever seen. Pre-order ones just look nice though. Now Mortal Kombat 1. No, definitely not. Ooh, liking his art style. Like a Metroidvania, like a very artsy Metroidvania. By way of Hollow Knight, kind of.
Yep. Pretty much what it said. All of those things.
Kind of reminds me of like, you know, those punk rock art styles where it has somebody whose face melting off and something like that.
Yep.
That's what the vibe I'm getting from this. What about you? About the same?
Yep.
Ultros. Okay. $2024. Oh, it looks maybe a roguelike with that last shot.
We shall see.
I don't know, the second half's starting to finally pick up though. I'll give it that. Street Fighter 6 and Final Fantasy 16 trailers was not what I was expecting though. Perfect World Games.
Alright, so we got some with anime flavor again. You have my attention, giant robots.
Okay, that's cool. Feels like we get at least one presentation no matter what publisher or company or console developer. We always get at least one of these game types, RPG games. The world must be changed. What was I saying before in the last one? Oh yeah, that's right. Wow, it looks like a fairly standard JRPG. I mean, it has a lot of cyberpunk stuff. Okay, actual gameplay. I mean, cool.
I almost want to joke about this like being Honkai Star Rail or something.
Dude, I saw when they announced Honkai, I'm like, so basically Genshin Impact Cyberpunk. That's it. It's just sci-fi Genshin.
Well, actually, they're all the same developer, so you know. I can't even say apples and oranges. It's apples and pears. They're so very similar.
Tower of Fantasy.
Oh, Tower of Fantasy. Toby told me about this one.
Okay, explain to me later. Just remember, leave a note in your head first. Okay. I'm assuming some French. Okay.
So they're bringing it to PS5. Cool.
Dude, it says Capcom. Is this?
Dude.
Is this Monster Hunter? Is this Monster Hunter?
Dragon's
Dogma 2. Oh shit!
Hold on. Fucking yes! Fucking finally!
You protected me from the
Oh yeah, this guy.
It's been 10 years!
Yeah, this guy announced last year. It was like the same day Rebirth was announced. It was just the title though. They actually have gameplay.
It has been 10 goddamn years! Cat people. Mario's gonna be very happy. There's cat people in here now.
Dude. Yeah, the same day they unveiled Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was when they also unveiled that they are in development of Dragon's Dogma 2. They didn't show anything, it was just a shirt. Yeah, Hideaki Itsuno confirmed like a long time ago that like Capcom asked him, what do you want to work on first? Devil May Cry 5 or Dragon's Dogma 2? Not a choice, just which one do you want to star on first? Whoa. Dude, Dragon's Dogma!
I'm still like just in shock, really. Like,
damn, I was not expecting that. I still feel like we were still a little ways off from like gameplay.
Granted, that's all they're telling us, but
for another week of career
oh god damn it! Five Nights at Freddy's
again.
We know how challenging it can be to find a place where you feel
this is like specifically this is like sister location stuff.
It looks like VR.
It is.
For that reason, we are excited to
oh, I think this is the new one, Security, the VR game they announced a while ago. Security Breach?
I thought that's been out for a while though. They're saying they ported it?
There were no other applicants. So strap yourself in and get motivated to an appropriate degree. Because you ain't seen nothing yet.
Ain't that the truth, sister? Yeah, this is Nights at Freddy's. Help Wanted. 2. I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Help Wanted already.
Cool.
Of course they did.
Late 2023. Makes sense. Coming out around the same time the film comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the teaser trailer for the film? That's cool. It doesn't show much. It shows the animatronics, like practical effect animatronics. They look pretty nice. Yeah, we're on the.
Yeah, here's the bit you heard.
PSVR 2. Why do we have to get this so late in it? Now I'm just gonna be like meh on some of these. Oh, cool!
So they're adding VR support for
RE4 VR, Remake VR.
For RE4 Remake, yeah.
Far could you've gone.
Yeah, they're showing the opening bit heading up to the Hunter's Lodge. The first house.
I played the demo. Also double wheel like in Village VR.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, still do that. VR mode.
Okay, cool.
In development. Yeah, we know that. You're just like, and?
Oh, yes, because and?
Father, I've sinned. Like, a lot.
Okay.
You see, everything started 2 years ago when I met Fred.
Is that Fred?
And ever since then, it's like I see his face everywhere. And lately, I've started to...
Hey, Richard, you want to play another zombie game? To be fair though, Dead Island 2 is beginning really good reviews. Actually, pretty good reviews.
Blah, 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 blah. And since I met my new best friend, I guess I get a little overprotective.
What the fuck was that last one? He's just laughing.
I'd love to sit here all day, chew your ear off. I'll be right out, boy. But as you know, time waits for no man. Catch you later, Freddy. Who's a good boy?
Arizona Sunshine 2. Once again,
looks like today's gonna be a sport.
didn't know it was a sequel of something. 2023. Okay.
I think Arizona Sunshine was one of those things that was on like just PC before.
Okay, let's see what this one is. Smilegate, so not expecting much. Yeah, I think the last big game probably was Spider-Man. Which, to be fair, smart move saving it for last. Cool, it's a military shooter in VR. Crossfire Sierra Squad. Why am I not surprised?
Not even actually writing that down. Don't care.
I have to. Well, for timestamp reasons.
I know.
Okay, that was boring. I hate these blacks. See if you try to.
Is Colonel Peter Conrad. He was one of ours.
Hey man.
Rogue. We intercepted comms chatter referring to.
I recognize the voice. That's Jennifer Hale.
They've gone dark.
Is that Hale?
Yes.
I just have to remind you what's at stake here. We need that intel by any means necessary. It's connected to a mind synchronization device. This is cutting-edge interrogation tech. We're out of time and out of options. We've got to go in.
Okay, definitely not Hitman.
Yet another
Oh, wait a minute! Remember that game we saw last day of play? It was in black and white, and it was him shooting a bunch of motherfuckers?
Oh, so you...
Yeah, I think it's the same developer. Yeah, it's this one. They're actually giving us the story for this one.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do remember this now. Like,
yeah, we called it like more like first-person shooter, super hot.
Yeah,
gave those vibes.
I need you to focus.
but instead of time slow, you've got the freaking like Jedi force grab.
Back again? Pathetic. Your heroics mean nothing.
You're getting close. You're approaching.
So your goal is to get to the core of this guy's mind to do something with him. Though they're not clear on that part. Synapse. Yeah, we sold this at their last state of play. July 4th of July. Okay. Beat Saber. Cool. Oh, they're getting Queen DLC! We're getting Queen DLC! Having a good time at the street stuff. Now, having such a good time. Avoiding copyright. Don't stop me now. Wanna have a good time. Just give me a call. Don't stop me. See, that's what expert mode looks like. Don't stop me now. That's cool. I forgot this game's on other things besides Oculus. Cool, they're adding Queen DLC. Oh, no, it's on PS4. Oh, no.
They did add a Queen music pack, but they're also saying that now it's available for PS2 VR.
I'll just put Beat Saber.
It's like, that's cool.
That's neat. I'm not... My Mad Quest 2 is collecting dust right now. It's not for lack of thinking of games to play. Okay. Bungie. Is this Marathon? Oh. Is this Marathon? That's like their oldest title I can think of. This is their new game though. 'Cause it's not Destiny.
I think there was something about how they were planning on doing like a new game in the Marathon series, like actually like kind of restarting.
I know there's talk about. I heard talk about it. Maybe or something else. This guy looks like a. I could be wrong. Let's see. It's Bungie though, which is they haven't worked on a new game in a while.
Mm-hmm. It's very artistic.
It is. Like Destiny, but with more color to it. Okay, this is getting annoying. Marathon!
It is Marathon!
Wow! They're doing a reboot of Marathon. Wow. Good for them! New IP, just resurrect an old one. Nope, just resurrect an old one. Yeah, we get Bungie. Cool. We got that for when you said Bungie.
No, there's something else. I think now they're transitioning to showing that they're doing some Destiny 2 stuff as well.
Nope.
Yes.
Aw, more Destiny shit. I thought we were done. I don't like what was the final chapter.
Begin.
Yeah, you can see that little thing.
You've missed so much.
Is this Destiny? Are they announcing Destiny 3?
Maybe.
We're slaying gods. Vanquish nightmares. Fought alongside those who
I'm just writing Destiny now to be sure. I think it's Destiny 3.
You could have been there.
Yeah, me too, kiddo.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Hey, Nathan Fillion.
No. Wherever the hell here is.
No, because one of the things was that they...
Destiny 2, the final shape. Oh, shit.
And they brought Nathan Fillion back. Because that was one of the big things that happened was that they killed off Cade 6, his character.
Firewalk they just acquired. I know that much. I know Firewalk they just acquired.
Not actual gameplay.
Contract site coming up. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Gunners, here we go.
Concord. Okay. Neat. Firewalk. 2024. Not Firewall. Okay. That was weird. It didn't show anything. I don't even know what the game is. At least I like in the opening game I could tell you what it probably is.
Mm-hmm.
That was crap.
The best
Jesus Christ, I've already seen this trailer. It's the Gran Turismo film.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know it's actually based off an actual true story? Yeah, they had a series a long time, like during the PS3, PS4 era, where it called Nissan Academy, where they took actual Gran Turismo fans and trained them to be actual racers. Well, this is a story of the one guy who made it past the show.
Oh, the one dude who actually did move on to having an actual career?
Yes. It's clever. Me and my bird talked about our reaction for it. It's a very clever way of doing a video game adaptation, we thought.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is they're using the newest Gran Turismo as the game that he played, when in actuality it was like the previous Gran Turismo the guy played. Okay. Yeah, I already knew all this. Moving on.
Yeah, even I knew about that because we went and saw Guardians this weekend.
And they showed the trailer for it, yeah.
No, I actually didn't show the trailer for it, but we saw the
Thank you for
poster.
joining us today. Before we get into our final game, I have a few announcements to share.
Ooh.
At PlayStation, innovation is our passion. And that applies to not just what games you play, but how you play them. Later this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Internally known as
shit!
Project Q, it has an 8-inch HD screen and all of the buttons and features of the DualSense wireless controller.
Wait, are they doing their own Switch?
Yes.
I look forward to sharing more information in the near future. I'm also pleased to reveal our first ever PlayStation Earbuds, which will bring next generation audio immersion to PS5 and PC. They simultaneously connect to smartphones via Bluetooth.
I don't like those types. I hate the ones that dig into your ears.
Well, the thing I was mad about is that I have some of these Raycon ones here, right?
Look out for more
And
details soon.
I can't connect them to my PlayStation stuff. I now know why.
Okay, I'm just gonna put Spider-Man 2 because I know it's probably gonna be Spider-Man 2.
I want to thank all of you for your
PS5 Switch? They're basically doing their own PS5 Switch? Okay. Well, let's see. I said Spider-Man 2. I could be completely wrong. They said the last game, right?
Yeah. And that is clearly Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah. That's this game's version of Kraven. Because they teased him in the original teaser. Mm-hmm. I like his design. I know, it's like the worst kept secret. Oh no, it's Spider.
And he's got Leon's knife.
Oh, there he is, Kraven.
I've been in your shadow for
Sorry,
hours.
that's the actual.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Looks in game. Looks in game. The spider. Let's take the spider.
I asked for an equal. And this is what you find. Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
New York. Hell yeah! The spider. Black Cat. Prowler!
Wraith, Tombstone, and of course the two Spider-Men.
Wraith, Lizard.
Oh, I saw Taskmaster in there too.
Wraith.
Light the fires.
He's going after everything and anything in New York.
He's going after all their super criminals.
That is such a way to introduce us to Spider-Man 2. Yeah, it's Kraven. He's after everything.
No, I like the fact that now we saw the Lizard in there too, so like we might get an appearance by Dr. Connors.
Please tell me that is not it. Please tell me that is not it. 6 months later. Okay.
It's not started in Queens. Closing in now.
Midtown. Oh shit.
Queens? We actually get to go explore Queens?
I think you get to do that in Miles Morales. I don't.
No, you don't.
I know you don't.
No.
What? Dude, they're showing up to Aunt May's place. Whoa! What the fuck? Oh, what?
No idea.
He has the black suit. Oh shit!
Wait, and did you hear him say your hunt ends here? So like the.
But.
So like
we will talk spoilers in a sec, but like, so it looks like your first adversary in this game in the sequel is Kraven and his minions.
Kraven wants to hunt. I'll give him what he'll never forget.
Holy shit! So we're going to do the black suit story now. It's gonna be interesting. Oh damn! Did you see that?
Yes, I saw that.
Oh! I like the suit.
And I love the design. It keeps with the classic black suit look, but it looks.
Lizards across the river. I'm not gonna make it in time.
Switch to Miles.
Miles, the hunters tracked Connors to the Harlem Fish Market.
Lizard. I'm on it.
Super slingshot. Oh! Thank God!
Guess we'll chat later?
Super slingshot. So you can. Oh, yeah, the glider!
Oh, they added...
The lizard's loose at the fish market.
That wasn't in there, but...
You still got that hunter drone you hijacked? Really
dude, they're making traversal even easier.
Okay, so one of the things that I love is that Genki is part of Miles' thing, and
I know who Genki is. I know that much about the Miles Morales story.
Can't let him buy commerce.
Stealth parts. Wasn't a fan of stealth parts, but you know what? It works. Is that a Vulture bot?
Might be.
Wait, he's there for Dr. Connors, which is interesting. They never brought up Dr. Connors in the first game.
Yeah.
In the first game, if they brought him Miles Morales, I'm not sure.
No, in the first game he was mentioned in one of Peter's collectibles.
Oh, he was? I don't remember. It's been all sick.
In one of the backpack collectibles he mentions Dr. Connors, but how they had cured him and he hadn't lizard up and he hadn't gone lizard in a while, you know.
Cool, a triple one.
Okay,
nice. So you still have the one-off finisher moves, which is cool.
Well, and the thing with Miles is that he has like his Venom powers.
Venom Strike powers?
Yeah, his bioelectrical powers, yeah. So it looks like what they've done is, for Miles at least, they've mapped his bioelectricity powers to the L1 button, but gadgets to the R1 button. That's nice.
This place. He's out of control.
Well, you're after a lizard, because lizard's Craven's been hunting lizard. 6 months later, though.
Because he's basically
Okay, by the way, too, visually looks way better than like the last two games.
Oh yeah, it looks. Well, because Miles Morales was still built with like the tech from the PS4 versions.
Yeah, this one's gonna be PS5 exclusive. I know that much.
Yeah, this one's built with full PS5 tech in, and plus they've had a few years.
The suit looks even more new than in the Miles Morales.
Yeah, this is a new version of it. This is not the original Miles Morales suit.
Well, we saw he has a glider now. But it's Vulture.
Follow the fish.
No,
it's picking up lizard's trail.
Oh, it's
Genki controlling that hunter drone. So they stole some of Vulture's tech to make drones.
Get behind me.
He shed his skin. It's his skin.
It's just his skin.
That's still kind of freaky though, because that's big.
Getting bigger.
Hungrier too. Whoa. Hey man. Endurance?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is just as he gets infected with the symbiote.
Mr. Spider-Man, I mean.
But the date isn't complete.
I do love how like the eyes on this new suit even kind of have the look of the Venom eyes, the more organic look.
That wasn't me.
Me neither.
We're gonna show how two Spider-Man, particularly two Spider-Man work.
Let's go.
Honestly, I think it'll be cool if it works like kind of the dynamic duo stuff from.
Oh, here we go.
Can't lose Connors. Harry's dying. Said he's the only one who can help.
Harry's dying. Yeah, because the symbiote is what was keeping Harry alive. Oh, it sucks too. They're not getting the same voice actor for Harry back for the sequel. The voice actor confirmed it. He's not coming back for this one.
Well, he only was in the audio logs. He wasn't
He's
really
a good voice actor. Scott Porter?
Yeah, I know, but it's one of those things where they probably are trying.
Oh, by the way, this is pretty cool. Before we start talking shop, but this is really cool.
Yes, it is. And I also like how Miles' interface does have a bit more of the colorful stuff.
Holy shit!
Not a river, but in fact a saltwater tidal flag. Spider-Man is fighting on right now. Everybody down!
Ah, shit.
Help the tour boat! Right, I've got the metal murder bird!
The metal murder bird.
I warned you about going after Connors. Now this is on you.
You can hear the aggression in his voice because of the symbiote.
What's the clouds? Is that all you got? Almost done here. Civilians are all safe. How you looking? This gunship won't quit.
Yeah, it's a glider as well. It's a nice. That's a nice thing because that's what he had in his original comic costumes was the glider, the webbing.
Yeah, the underarm webs. That's actually.
Defenses. Spider-Man, hang on.
Nice. Oh, not good. Oh, can you swim in this one?
Well, I mean, they can swim, like...
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck! Oh. This is enough. After this, I'm like, I'm good if they show anything else, you know? They still gotta play Miles Morales.
I know! Whoa! Speed faster! Fly faster!
Oh, this part, that sucked.
I do not want to be liver food!
Ooh. It's like quick time really matters in this time around.
Hold on! Look out! Everyone, take cover! What are you guys doing? Trying to take out that gunship! Can't get close enough!
Holy shit.
There's one of them, remember? That's it! Pete! Alley-oop on 3? Fine.
Alley-oop.
1, 2, 3, alley!
He doesn't have to yell, but he yells anyway. Oh.
You got away from us. It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far. No. He's mine. You sure? He's got big teeth. So do I.
Oh.
He's not normally like that, right?
Yeah, Miles is gonna be your moral compass in this time around.
He's never like that.
See, he even knows. Dude, that was dope. I'll show it. Ah! Nice. Be greater together. Oh! Fall 2020. Still no actual release date, but what a way to end it, man. Fucking marathon, man. Cool. It's like, cool, they're finally moving away from Destiny. 2 seconds later, it's like, oh, come on! I thought the Lightfall was their final expansion chapter.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess brief synopsis while we let this play out. Like, well, I mean, the second half was more thrilling than the first half, suffice to say. Oh, that one was the most depressing one. That's why, you know, bonus points where we went, show the cat game, show the cat game! Dude, that fucking... That's when it starts up and then it goes, wait, one more thing. Okay, I don't know what Helldivers was, but that opening of that trailer was fucking hilarious. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
So that was the 2023 PlayStation Showcase. Excuse me. Now, suffice to say, I think you probably agree with me on this. While it wasn't as captivating as the 2021 Showcase was, it still delivered in a lot of ways. Like, a lot of new titles just coming, like ones we haven't heard of before, or ones finally coming to consoles. And on top of that, just a lot of stuff we weren't expecting. What were your thoughts overall before we get into it?
Let's see. I'll admit there were a couple of actual genuine surprises in there. I was not expecting to hear about any of those today. So that was very nice.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I agree. There was also plenty of stuff that was just, that was like, hey, that's cool, that's coming out. And then mostly around the time the VR2 showcase happened, it was like, cool.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's get started. We're not going to break down every single one of these, just ones that caught our glances. So, we started with fucking sucker tease because we got PlayStation. Oh, go Spider-Man! Haven. I've heard of you guys, I guess. And we got Fair Games, which looks to be a competitive heist game. Is the vibe I got from it.
Yeah, got a bit of the Payday A2 vibes going on there, with kind of like the like a cyberpunk coat of paint on it. I think was the way you described it. It was like, and honestly, that very first thing at the beginning also gave me a lot of Watch Dogs vibes there. It basically looked like a DedSec bit from one of those games. So.
Yeah. So now after that, Jim Ryan talked some words. Then we got Helldivers 2. Didn't know there was a Helldivers 1, but the trailer was funny. It was fun. It looks like a sci-fi co-op game. Cool. Then we got Immortals of Aveum, which you and me have not seen since Game Awards. I know, like I said, they had shown preview builds and stuff like that. But yeah, it's basically EA Originals, which they get the lore over that. It's a fantasy first-person shooter game. It looks pretty dope. I love the way you control magic and use it. The guy has an attitude. That's where there was a couple parts that kind of gave me some Forspoken vibes. But hopefully not as bad as Forspoken from what I've heard. But like, not here nor there. But it looks very fun. Any other thoughts on that one?
Yeah, like one of the things that I noticed about that is that I've seen a decent number of gameplay clips from like Elder Scrolls, specifically like from Skyrim. And the magic casting reminded me a little bit of that, but like it's obviously had a lot built onto it from that. But just saying, I can definitely see like some inspiration there, if that's what you want to call it.
Okay. After that, we got Ghostrunner II trailer. Cool. Ghostrunner was well received. Basically, Ninja Cyberpunk role-playing game. Fanblade Zero. Apparently, it's a prequel to a Fanblade game, ARPG game, from the looks of things. It looked fun. It's like gave me God of War vibes with his actions, with the gameplay action. That's really it on that. Like it looks fun. I was another like samurai action game. I was
gonna say, admittedly, at first with the character design and stuff, like the Warring States era Japan stuff with the character design and everything. I honestly was getting Neo vibes from that.
Neo. And honestly, yeah, I think it's some
especially the way the main character, the clearly main character guy looked. It's like, yeah, I was getting very strong Neo vibes from that. But from the gameplay and stuff, yes, the last two God of War games, I definitely see that there. But I also see little bits of like some of the character action platforming from like Devil May Cry and a few other spectacle fighter type things. Where, so I was gonna say, yeah, clearly some inspiration from across the board, but looks fun.
Right. Let me see. After that, we got Sword of the Sea from the developers of Journey and Pathless. It looks like they're expanding upon what the Pathless did, and exploring a lot more different like biome environments. Like you saw desert, the sea. You're surfing on a sword, which looks pretty dope. Like, Pathless got a lot of good reviews, so I'm like, hopefully this one does well with them. They tend to do some solid hits. It does take them a little while to get to that. You know, sorry, let me rephrase that. It doesn't look like it at first, and then you play it's like, wow, this is a lot more ambitious than it originally looked. We got Talos Principle II. Once again, didn't play the first Talos Principle, but I am aware of Talos Principle. The most depressing trailer, Neva.
Just the stab in the heart.
From the developers of Greece. Neva. Or Neva, I apologize if I said that, or Neva, apologize if I say that wrong. Artistic action game where it looks like you fight some big Patapon looking darkness, kills a wolf, and just brings the mood down, but curious to see where it goes from that. It didn't really give us much other than that.
It's like, here, we shot the dog, bang.
That was the problem with some of these trailers. Like, some were just CG, didn't really show much. And just like, it's coming. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Next after that, we got, because somebody, like I said during it, somebody said, shut the cat trailer. Shut the fucking cat trailer! Which is Cat Quest Pirates of the Purribean, which looks to be like a pirate anthropomorphic cat action game where you're going around just being a pirate who's a cat. Cool. Comes out next year.
Well, it's a cartoon animals game because I did see a lot more than just cats in there. So it's one of those ones with, like, you know, the one where it's the cartoon animals. You know, basically the Looney Tunes game.
Yeah. Next up, we got what was it? Foamstars from Square Enix. Somebody looked at a foam rave and went, "I want to make that a game."
It's like, let's use that to make a Splatoon clone.
It's Splatoon by way of Power Wash Simulator is the vibe we got immediately off it. I don't know what to say. I just
with characters that look like they came out of like League of Legends or something.
I'm just tired of the quirky hero shooters. They're kind of like fizzled out for me. Like Overwatch, the stuff going on with Overwatch now kind of has burnt out a lot of people. So like, I don't blame anybody where they saw that and went pass. You know, like. It looks fun. Looks like you're gonna play it for a couple days and just completely forget about it.
It's like like I said, it's Splatoon for the folks who don't already have a Switch.
It's a competitive foam party multiplayer game. Then we got, this was your time seeing it, the Plucky Squire, which is really cool because it's a combination of you traveling in the lands of like a fairy tale book, but also a storybook, but also going adventuring outside of it as well. That's the first time we saw the outside stuff.
And suddenly now you're in freaking Andy's room from Toy Story.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. That looked freaking cool.
Teardown. Which one was Teardown again?
Teardown was the one where they were like destroying the buildings and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's the one I told you about before. I could have sworn
that it didn't look the way it did in this thing because now it clearly looks like they've just turned it into Minecraft.
I think it always looked like that. I'm just completely forgetting. But yeah, basically, yeah, that's the premise of the game. You just go and wreck shit. That's it. You go and wreck shit. They confirm it is coming to PS. Obviously, okay, that's one pet peeve I had during this. Coming to PS5. Coming to PS5. It's like, we're watching a PlayStation showcase. Where the fuck else is it supposed to show up?
Well, in the case of some of these ones that we were just talking about earlier, like Talos Principle, that was a PC game. Then that didn't. I don't remember that being on PlayStation at all. So I think in this case, when they're saying that kind of stuff, they're like, "Hey guys, you remember these PC games that you didn't get to play? Well, guess what? We're bringing the sequels over."
Yeah.
It's like they're making the sequels, so guess what? We're bringing those to the. They're now being made for the PlayStation and the PC, or specifically for the PlayStation. It's like, so how do you like that? Fun times, right?
Then, in a very clever trailer, we got Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. So, there, like I said, I was telling you before, this is a I believe it's a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Let I put Metal Gear Solid. Hold on a sec. I mean, I'm looking online. What are your thoughts about like what they're calling it? Because you first saw something in the sky and thought, "What is this?"
Well, yeah, it looked like there were like some odds, like during one of the bits when the bird is flying, like right before it passes through the electric fence, you see some stuff kind of floating in the sky there. It looks like a few cubes, or vaguely cube shapes. I don't know, but they're definitely not like natural stuff. But they also don't look like helicopters or anything like that. You know, they're not moving, they're just floating there.
Okay, sorry, I'm looking this up. Apparently IGN's banner for the game lets slip that this is not a PS5 exclusive. It is also coming to Xbox Series X and S and Steam, which I'm like, okay, that's fine.
No shock there. Konami's clearly backing this to some extent because there's no way this can get made.
It's Konami figured out with Silent Hill. They're starting to finally just license their properties. So I'm trying to look online because it's been rumored for a while, like I said, but it doesn't say who exactly is developing it. But
yeah, there was no developer ident or anything, and I don't remember seeing anything in the little like fine print at the bottom of the screen.
So we don't know as of right now if this is in-house or they're pulling a Silent Hill 2 remake where they license out the game. But apparently it's been teased about for a while. Apparently some voice actor leak. My hope is it's Hater returning in the role. That's my only #1 hope is Hater return. They get Hater back, which I don't think they mind. Apparently, last I heard there was some controversy around why Hater wasn't rehired for MGS4.
Yeah, a lot of that had to do with the fact Hater said in a lot of interviews it's because Kojima had been trying to replace him since Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah. He tried to replace him with Kurt Russell back then. Even as far back as the original Snake Eater, he tried to replace him with Kurt Russell. He's always been trying. He's apparently always been trying to replace him since the first 2 games.
Yeah, this is the part I said where like Plucky Squire onward. If I bring that Plucky Squire onward is where it feels like the second half was really a bit more like stuff we like. No offense to the first half. First half did have some interesting stuff. I'm curious to see more about. Sans maybe Foam Party, but like Foamstars, whatever they fucking call it. Like sans that. I mean, second half was really picking up here. So like. Then they announced Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 coming to PS5 this fall, well, autumn, according to them. So I'm assuming it's just HD up-res versions of the original 3 games, which sucks because I was kind of. Were you hoping as well for Twin Snakes?
I mean, I would love for them to do a Twin Snakes style remake, or actually even just put Twin Snakes on there. But there's a whole lot of copyright BS involved with Silicon Knights because they're the ones who helped develop that one. So there's like all kinds of there's all kinds of copyright.
So
BS
it is
in there.
From what they showed. It looks like the original version 1, of course, Sons of Liberty, and it looks like original Snake Eater. So this is separate from this.
All 3.
Yeah. So what's interesting, of course, you already know the same thing I'm thinking of. Why isn't it Twin Snakes? But at the same time, why isn't it Subsistence and why isn't it Substance? Remember those 2 like director's cut versions of 2 and 3? Why isn't it those 2? But to be fair, it did say Volume 1. So maybe Volume 2 is Twin Snakes, Substance.
Or what they might be doing also is instead they're just dropping the Substance and Subsistence titles and literally just having those be integrated in as the full game.
I'm going to look more into it, but like I think Volume 2 would have to be Volume 2 would have to be MGS4, because that game has never gone off of PS3. The only way you can play it is on PS3. So I would say MGS4. Let's see, MGS4, and would it be the Director's Cut 2 and 3, or would it be MGS4 Rising and an HD port of Peace Walker?
Peace Walker, I'm definitely thinking. Rising is more of an iffy thing because again, that involves copyright with yet another studio, Platinum Games.
Good point. Now this is
because they own the rights to all the main games and the director's cut versions, but I'm thinking again they're just dropping those extra titles and going by their original ones: Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3: Snake Eater, just because those are kind of the more like But it'll have like all the content from the director's cuts included.
Okay. Now I want to reiterate something too. Of course, this is not the first time they've They've done Metal Gear Solid collections of the original games.
Yeah, they did them on PlayStation 3 as well.
Of course, there's the Legacy Collection, which includes like all of them up until like 4, I believe. That was on PS3. There was the HD Collection, which was 2, 3, and Peace Walker. There, of course, was the PS2 Essential Collection, which was 1, 2, and 3, all on PS2. So yeah. There was a Vita collection as well. I'm not even looking at Wikipedia, dude. I just put in Master Collection Volume 1, and this is what it sent me. It's like, this is what I was talking about. So, like, yeah. A lot of people are speculating, yeah, this looks to be what they did with PS3, and PS2 and PS3. Basically, it's another set of collections coming, which is going to be ports of previous Metal Gear Solid titles. So I'm assuming this is going to be the MGS1 we got with the Essential Collection and the Legacy Collection, the HD version of 2 and the HD version of 3, original version of 3. I'm assuming then release date-wise for Delta Snake Eater sometime after?
They didn't say anything about when it was releasing, so like not
Master Collection for autumn 2023. So my guess,
but Delta had nothing. It, no 2023, no 2024. It didn't say anything.
So my prediction is spring 2024. Right now, just like spring 2024 is my prediction for it, because then that gives breathing room. You can also maybe announce a Volume 2 down the road, but then give a definitive release. No, give a definitive release date for Delta Snake Eater, and then like eventually do a Master Collection Volume 2. I think I'm right. I think it's going to be like it's going to be MGS4, Peace Walker, and one more game. I can't think of off the top of my head. Maybe 5? No, I mean 5 never come to PS5. I wouldn't put it past them to put 5 in the Volume 2
only real
collection.
problem with putting 5 is that, you know, like everyone's kind of already had their fill of it and not really going to want, you know, to top it off the fact that there was still so much around the game with it basically being not finished. You know, the fact that like we know for a fact that there was like supposed to be an entire third.
So I know then I can see them doing 4 Rising and I can't think of another title. Well, 4 Rising and Peace Walker HD.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I said with Platinum Games, the only thing with Rising is the Platinum Games thing, but that's a lot easier.
Let me see what was in the Legacy Collection. Maybe that'll help us. What was in the Legacy?
Well, the only other game that I know of that has any kind of story relevance is Portable Ops.
10 games. Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection. Because for all we know, this could be multiple volumes. Like they could easily. Let me see. There goes Legacy Collection, which goes for $120 new. Oh boy. Let me see, because I am very curious
about. That's what I was talking about with the .hack stuff.
Okay, so Legacy Collection include. Sorry to interrupt. I apologize. Include Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, Metal Gear Solid, the VR missions, Sons of Liberty, Snake Eater, 4, and Peace Walker. So my assumption is this is why I'm assuming. So our first collection is going to be Metal Gear. We already know 1, 2, and 3. Volume 2. 4 Peace Walker and VR missions, and maybe the final volume is the original versions of 1 and 2.
Well, I was gonna say, if anything, like again with Metal Gear Solid 1 being on there, they might have included VR missions as just part of the.
We'll have to wait and see. All they gave us is a tease. Maybe on the next Master Collection trailer, the official Master Collection trailer, they'll say it includes the VR missions. Because remember, the reason that we even got a separate VR mission thing was Kojima had like a million ideas for VR missions, and they couldn't fit all of them into the first game.
Into the PlayStation 1 disc.
So they did a separate game for it. So
yeah, but
I can see
now they don't have that issue, so they could just put it all on one thing.
I can see Konami doing that. I can see Konami. Like I said, it does suck. It's not Twin Snakes and the subsistence games, but
like I said, those might have just been integrated into.
Another reason could be because I think a couple of the games, the Director's Cut 2 and 3 had Sony exclusive like features and stuff like that. Could be a reason. And like I said, Delta Snake Eater is coming to like all 3 systems. I wouldn't be surprised if this is coming to all 3 main systems. So, okay, let's move on, or we'll be here forever. So this one, first we got Towers of Aghasba, which looks like very ambitious, like Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom style game where you're exploring these giant fantasy worlds, going along with these giant fuck off creatures.
I was also getting some Shadow of the Colossus vibes because of the whole made up language thing that everyone's speaking.
Yeah. Dreamlike Games. Let me see. Looks like this is their first game. Could be their first game. Yeah, don't recognize none of the names, but yeah, it looks like this is their first game because as soon as you go in there, that's the only thing they have up is this game. So this could be their first big IP. And remember, Sony always does this. They have the ambitious indie directors and indie talents, and they go, here, you have like 2 minutes. You have an elevator pitch worth the time. After this, we got Final Fantasy XVI, another story trailer. Not much to say. Looking forward to it. I know you're looking forward to it as well. Oh my god, it looks really cool. It's so awesome. They got like the combat guy from like the Devil May Cry series. I don't know, from Bayonetta, I think, or both, working on it.
Well, if they were working on Bayonetta, then they worked on at least the first 3 games.
Yeah. Then we got Alan Wake 2, which, okay, you can start.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I'd been hearing about this stuff because one of the guys that I started watching on YouTube like last year, Monty Zander, he also had a series called Lore Dump, and they've split that off into a separate channel now, but he and his buddies were just going through like all the Remedyverse stuff, so I've kind of gotten caught up on that, and I actually read the Alan Wake 2 book back in the day, like the novelization they made of the game. Well, because I didn't have an Xbox, so one of the times when I was like stuck in the bookstore, you know, between classes, is, you know, I happened to find it there, so I was like, well, Alan Wake seemed interesting, and it's from the Max Payne guys. It's like, why not? I'll take a look at it. And I ended up reading the thing cover to cover. It was pretty dang good. I'm all like, damn, I'm ashamed I could not play this. You know, I'm sad I could not play this game, but it looks good, and if they ever manage to get it off the Xbox, I will certainly play it.
So there's a couple of interesting aspects to this. For one thing, this is, I guess...
And I do know part of the background of they managed to buy the rights back from Microsoft because they've gone independent again.
Okay. I know that already, because the second expansion that came out for Control was the AWE. It confirmed that both Control and Alan Wake are set in the same universe. Even the typewriter he uses is linked to. I guess spoilers for Control. I'm sorry. You can actually find Alan Wake's typewriter. There's a hidden floor in the archive, in the items room, special items room, and you can find it. Turns out that's an item linked to that, and
it's another object of power.
Yeah, and then what's cool is at the end, it's pretty much, it kind of feels like an Alan Wake 2 tease because they go to the room where they keep an eye on where not any big event, AWE events happen.
Yeah, it looks like there's supposed to be an event going on in Cauldron Lake, but it's supposed to be a couple years in the future.
Yeah, so they tease Alan Wake 2 in Control, which I thought was clever. And they are still working on a Control sequel. They are currently working on a Control multiplayer game, and of course, they got the rights from Rockstar, the license from Rockstar, to do a Max Payne, I think, 1 remake. I think it's just the first game.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, hi Sam Lake, who shows up as one of the FBI agents. But yeah,
well, what's interesting about that is that he might actually be playing Alan Wake's, his fictional character, because Alex Casey, who's a character he created for most of his books in the whole universe thing, and like in the first game, I remember one of the things I heard about was like whenever they talked about like the Alex Casey stuff, Sam Lake was playing the part of Alex Casey. It was basically the idea is that like Alan Wake basically wrote a Max Payne like character. So funny that they got the guy who provided the face for Max Payne originally.
So from what it looks like, they're investigating what remains of the events of Alan Wake 1, wherein I did read the plot before I decided to go and play it. I did read the full plot to Alan Wake. So basically, even the DLC, I guess they made the American Nightmare non-canon. That was the only thing they made non-canon.
Well, the way they said it is that it happened, but it's just another one of Alan's failed attempts to get out. To write himself out of his problem.
I'm pretty sure they'll implement that here, but from the looks of things, it looks like part of the story is finding Alan Wake still alive and back in the real world. Because last we left him off, he was trapped on the other side. He was stuck on the other side
in the lake.
and still just writing. And we even see that in the Alan Wake expansion, where he's still fighting, literally fighting his own demons, which looks like him.
There's a bit where you're playing as Jesse, and you actually see Alan like at the typewriter, and he's narrating what you're doing.
Yeah.
Granted, it's kind of an on-rails segment, so you're not really able to do much, so that's why he's able to narrate what you're doing, as he doesn't have to account for variances.
So October 17th is the release date for it. Pre-order now. I'm assuming this is not PS5 exclusive, but they got to drop the big reveal.
Oh, no, it's going to be multi-platform.
Obviously.
No, they did say that. I heard when I was watching them talk about this stuff, they said Alan Wake 2 is going to be multi-platform. It's coming to everything.
I mean, it's obvious it's coming multi-platform. What I was saying is it's obvious it's going to be multi-platform because, like, I have the Xbox version of the remaster of the first game. So it feels like it's obvious.
Well, also Remedy can't afford to do it single platform anymore.
So yeah, this is Remedy's first attempt at a survival horror game. So we'll see how they do. Next up, we got our actual in-game footage of Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, you didn't know about this game. I'll explain now a bit. So basically, this is based off this is a prequel to Valhalla, focusing on a character you meet in Valhalla. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes. And so basically, yeah, it's a setting similar to that of the first Assassin's Creed game.
So in Valhalla, you meat another member of the Assassin's Brotherhood, and this game you get to play as that character.
Yeah, but when he was still up and becoming, it was still a starter assassin, basically still up and coming.
You get to play his origin story. Okay.
Yes, basically, yeah. I'm assuming they lead into whatever happens in Valhalla, but yeah, this is a back to basics style game. This is not a main title. They confirmed that already. It's not a main title. This is a back-to-basics game. So it's going to have a lot less of the RPG elements and be more of a old-school traditional style of Assassin's Creed game is what they've said. No actual gameplay footage. We did see actual in-game footage for the first time since the game been announced, which is amazing. I recognize the voice. I know you're an actress. We'll talk about that another time, but that's cool they got her involved. She's an amazing actress. Yeah, I mean, it looks like an Assassin's Creed game.
Which is pretty good because, I mean, honestly, Valhalla and the last couple of ones kind of didn't, so... Yeah.
Then we got, after this, we got Revenant Hill for the Night in the Woods dev. After that, I'm going to look this up. We got a new Granblue fantasy game called Relink. So I'm going to look this up. Okay, my dad's reminding me that Tina Turner passed away. Thanks, Dad. So, I don't remember. Is Granblue Fantasy like a games franchise?
I think they've had some games, but I honestly think it's another one of those like multimedia projects where there's like a manga and a...
I'm going to look up on... I'm going to Wikipedia the fuck out of this, but like... Well, they have a new game coming out called Granblue Fantasy Relink, which looks like a Granblue Fantasy game?
I was going to say... Because the other thing is, I think the last time there was a game for that wasn't like a mobile or something like that.
Yeah, it looks like it started as a mobile title. It's an MMORPG that started as a mobile title and stuff like that. And it's the guys working on it are the guy who worked on it also worked on FF5, 6, 9, and Lost Odyssey. Okay. Let me look at Relink. So I could be Relink is just a okay, reject all. Release date has been changed with details posted. It looks like this game's been worked on for a while now because about updated release date. It was originally supposed to come out in 2022, but it got pushed back. Well, now we know what the release date is. It's winter of this year. So it looks like it's a new game in the franchise.
Which means December, because winter only covers December during this year.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't have much to say. It looks like kind of getting a lot of people online will love, like action JRPG, just a lot of cel-shaded fun. It's honestly not for me, but like this. Okay, so, well, god damn it, Ultros. Ultros. There we go. Okay, so next up we got Street Fighter 6. Just a quick story, more content on the story trailer. Nothing much to say there. Ultros, this very artistic looking Metroidvania roguelike from the looks of things. Not much to say on that. Looks pretty dope. Tower of Fantasy. Okay, this is where you come in.
Alright, so admittedly I don't know a lot about this game. If Toby was here, he could tell you more about it because he's the one who's been playing it. but he's been playing it on PC. It's basically kind of like Genshin.
Okay.
So, you know, it does have some of the gacha elements and everything, but again, it's apparently free to play. There's a bit of that, like, you know, the Genshin Breath of the Wild type stuff that you can do, where you can kind of just go all around. Lots of very cool anime characters and stuff, and you know, like I said, it's basically Genshin Breath of the Wild type stuff. You know, it's basically that. It's another one of those.
Okay.
But from what he and Shay have told me, it's pretty good.
Okay, sounds great. Unfortunately for me personally, I'm not saying I'm gonna. It gave me the same vibes as the Granblue Fantasy trailer did. Just ambitious, like very colorful, bright JRPG vibes.
Well, and I don't play gacha games anymore because yeah, they push those buttons in those very bad buttons in my brain, and I don't like it.
I'm sorry to hear that. So next up, we got a teaser trailer for. No, we got a trailer for Dragon's Dogma
2.
So let me explain this. So last year, I believe the same day, they had the Dragon's Dogma 10th anniversary celebration, where they talked about Hideaki Itsuno and a couple of the developers in the first game about, you know, the first game and stuff like that. At the same day, they had the Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary stream, where they unveiled Crisis Core Reunion as well as Rebirth. So it kind of got lost in the shuffle when, at the end of the 10th anniversary celebration, they did the shirt reveal, and that was really it. Which is it just said Dragon's Dogma 2.
They did the Superman.
And that's the last time we heard of it. So close to a year later, first gameplay trailer. Pretty dope. Your thoughts? Because I thought it was Monster Hunter World for like 2 seconds.
Admittedly, starting with Monster Hunter World, they borrowed a lot of the look, or they borrowed a lot of the aesthetic and some of the gameplay stuff. They borrowed the elements that they thought were really nice from Dragon's Dogma 1.
Okay.
Like the stuff that you could do where you could actually grab onto the enemies and stuff and like hit them from Monster Hunter World, that was in Dragon's Dogma. Because they were ripping that off from Shadow of the Colossus because they thought that was something pretty cool. Why doesn't anyone else do that? And they were like, well, fuck it, why don't we do it?
Okay.
You know, and, you know, again, that's part of what was so fun about Dragon's Dogma. It was like, oh yeah, rather than just like, you know, doing like the piddly, just like, you know, whacking stuff, it's more of an action RPG, and it's got that Shadow of the Colossus thing where you have a dedicated grab button. If you're fighting humanoid-sized enemies, you literally just grab them and put them over your shoulder. Then you can just throw them.
Was there anything you saw in the trailer that you went, wow, that's new, or that's an improvement?
Gonna admit, mainly the part where you see like a pair of the characters like kind of do like a, you know, like a high five type thing.
Oh, we didn't bring that from Helldivers 2 where they hugged. That was funny. But go on, sorry.
Because here's the thing: there was a Dragon's Dogma Online game, which only existed over on the Asian servers. You could only play it if you were basically in Japan, China, South Korea, or like I think the Philippines too, but. Basically, if you were not in that segment of the world, you could not play this game. But it was an actual Dragon's Dogma Online, where you could each create your own character, and they could, you know, they could do like all the same stuff. You could change your class and everything, and each class had a specific role and all that, and you could do certain things. But you could play with other people. That was the thing. The multiplayer component from the original was that you basically get to bring along another person's AI companion. Because that's one of the big deals, is that you have these AI companions called pawns. You get to create one for yourself, and then you can bring along 2 other people's ones, or some of the pre-generated ones that they just kept around. For in case you couldn't, you know, in case no one was online or anything, but...
So that's it really all you got from the trailer?
I'm going to admit, it looked like they brought over some of the... I saw some of the stuff that looked like what some of the footage I'd seen from, like, Dragon's Dogma Online. That looked like they brought a few of the monsters over, because... When you played the original game, you were only in a small portion of the actual world. Mm-hmm. Like you were basically in one kingdom. It wasn't even a kingdom; it was a dukedom, because the dude running it was the Grand Duke.
Okay.
So it looks like you're somewhere else now, but there was implications of a wider world going on there. Characters from all over the place. So.
Right. Okay. So cool. I remember a lot of people loving the first game
Yeah,
like very underrated for a lot of people. Attach themselves to it. Always want a sequel. Finally got a sequel announcement last year. And like I said, I'm not joking when I say that. Apparently, according to Hideaki Itsuno, Capcom told them you can either work on Devil May Cry 5 or Dragon's Dogma 2 first. It was never or, and then that was it. No, it was or Dragon's Dogma 2 first.
It's like, no, we will let you do both, but you have to pick which one you're going to do first.
Yeah. So I'm happy for a lot of fans. This is one of those, I'm like, I can be psyched for it, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm probably not going to play it, but I'm happy for everybody else who were fans of the original. So after that, we got into our VR2 segment. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2. Resident Evil 4 Remake VR mode. Cool. No dates on those. Late 2023 was for Help Wanted 2, which makes sense because the movie comes out in October. Arizona Sunshine 2. Didn't know it was the first one. Looks like another zombie VR game.
And probably one of those ones that was either like on the Oculus or probably something that wasn't even a VR title back in the day. It was probably just like another PC exclusive.
Smilegate gave us Crossfire Sierra Squad, a military VR first-person shooter game. Whatever. Synapse. What was Synapse again?
Synapse was that one that was all like black and white with the color being from like
and
stuff.
They gave us more of a story this time around. You're a guy who has to infiltrate this dude's mind to find him.
Oh, so it's Inception.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Comes out 4th of July. Guess when nothing screams America like shooting people in the head in VR. Beat Saber, I guess, coming to VR2, as well as them also showing that a Queen DLC pack is available for the system as well. Neat. Marathon, Bungie had 2 announcements. First off, confirming that they are in fact working on a Marathon as far as I'm going to say a reboot for now. Reboot of Marathon.
Because admittedly, like what I do know of the older Marathon games, this does not sound like the stuff from the old games.
Yeah.
This is either like a reboot or like a hey, guess what, guys? We're finally back.
Yeah, but cool.
And continuing the, because this might be a continuation of the story based on some of what I've heard. Some of that stuff looks like stuff that was like.
I guess they wanted to. I guess since they're pretty much done with Halo, they wanna like take an IP that they own and try to make it an ambitious one like Halo. Is what I'm assuming.
Yeah. What their problem and. Yeah, because I was going to say, well, they also want to take all that Destiny money and like put it to use doing something else.
So speaking of Destiny, the immediate follow up was them announcing Destiny 2: The Final Shape. So, and on top of that, they announced there's going to be a showcase for this coming soon for it. I guess to show off more what I'm assuming because of the name, it's the final expansion for Destiny 2. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Because Final Fantasy XIV's final expansion was Endwalker, but they did say it's still going to get like smaller updates, but it's still going to be supportive for years to come.
Yeah, they were saying that like Endwalker was the last major story update with any like big storyline content going on.
But honestly, cool, happy for Destiny 2 fans. It's not quite over yet.
Well, the thing that was kind of the big thing from this is that they are showing the return of Cade 6, Nathan Fillion's character from the games.
Cool.
With Nathan Fillion back in the row.
Cool.
So I'm just saying that's the big thing, and that's what I know about it.
I knew about Nathan Fillion since the first game, so to hear that they replaced him and then brought him back, it will be interesting. I want to see the other thing. I want to see what they do with Lance Reddick's character. Because Lance Reddick unfortunately did pass away. I want to see if they record anything for this before passing, or is this after he passed? I'm curious to see what they do with that.
I mean, funny enough, kind of also bringing up Lance Reddick, there's another thing related to something else we saw earlier. Another Remedy game, the last one that they haven't really said anything about yet, but funny enough, one of the guys from it has been kind of talking about them also working on a sequel for that. Sean Ashmore has been kind of rallying for Quantum Break 2, and he actually met up with Sam Lake in LA.
Well, I won't be surprised. Remedy has a lot of projects we're working on. I won't be surprised if they'll consider a sequel. Well, probably less live action.
But the reason that's a thing is because, unfortunately, kind of one of the villains of Quantum Break was played by Lance Reddick. Mr. Hatch. And the thing is, there's actually kind of a reference to him in Control. When there's a point when you meet up with one of the characters and he says he met a Mr. Door. And what's another name for a door? A hatch. Basically, some of the events from Quantum Break, because it's all about wibbly wobbly, timey wimey bullshit going on. There's and they have been hinting that there might be even a bit of a multiverse thing going on, not just a universe, but
yeah.
So yeah, that might be interesting to see how they're going to handle like also having to recast one of their villain characters, considering the fact that again now Lance Reddick has left us, unfortunately.
Okay, so next up. From Firewalk Studios, who just recently, a couple weeks ago, announced they were required by Sony, announced Concord, just a space traveling game, and that's all we got. Moving on, we got, for some reason, a brief trailer for the Gran Turismo film, whatever. Then Jim Ryan came back on, okay, I had to look this up, to announce the PS5Q handheld. So basically, like he said, this isn't like exactly like the Switch. This is basically a system, like you said, you can streamline cloud games, you can download stuff onto the system, but it's not like a fully packed like PS5 experience from the sound of it. I'm going to look more into it, but what were your immediate thoughts?
I mean, again, I honestly just thought, okay, so they're trying to make their own Switch-type add-on for it to make... they're basically trying to bring back the PSP and the Vita. A version of it, but more directly tied to your PlayStation 5.
Here it goes. We will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using a remote play over Wi-Fi. Jim Ryan said during the PlayStation Showcase, internally known as Project Q, it has an 8... They don't have an official name for it. It has an 8-inch HD screen, all the bonus features of the DualSense. We saw that. Basically, it looks like they just took a DualSense and went, chink. Basically what a Switch does. It will have an LCD screen running games at up to 1080p 60 frames over Wi-Fi. It is set to launch later this year, but they didn't say price or like how. So this is supposed to be. It looks like this is going to be their big holiday like device thing. Okay, I don't know what to say, but so like.
Well, and the other thing they announced that kind of annoyed me is the fact that, so the reason like my little Bluetooth earbuds don't work with this thing, because I got some Raycon gaming earbuds for the specific purpose of being able to use them with that, because they said they were supposed to work with all this stuff. And then when I tried using them with my PlayStation, they don't freaking work.
So yeah, the follow-up was they announced PlayStation earbuds, basically Raycons except PlayStation logos slapped over them. Next up, we got one we were all waiting for, which was Spider-Man 2, coming out this fall. So, we will be here forever if we want to talk Spider-Man, but I'm going to keep it short and simple because I still haven't played Miles Morales, but yeah, they confirmed Kraven the Hunter is coming to New York to go after anything and everything, hero, creature, or otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, like, we were seeing in, like, Black Cat's profile popped up, Tombstone, Lizard, like, most of the villains and both Spider-Men.
So, from the looks of it, Peter does eventually find Harry. Because at the end of Spider-Man 1, we got the post-credit scene where it shows Harry never left New York. He's still there. And his father is using the symbiote to keep him alive, basically. And from when we get here, when we finally cut to actual gameplay, which plus, is that it looks like we just catch Peter as the symbiote attaches himself to him.
Yeah, because one of the things that he brought up with, or one of the things that is a conversation there is that after the events of the first game, he moves back into Aunt May's place.
Yeah, we didn't bring that up either, yeah.
So one of the other reasons why he's not really helping you out so much outside of the opening mission is because he's also busy, like, unpacking and, well, he's mostly finished the unpacking, but now he's renovating the place as well.
Okay, so he's living. I'm assuming he's living there with MJ. So, okay, so yeah, basically, I guess we catch him just as the symbiote takes himself off Harry.
That scene, that famous scene where he's asleep and the little piece of the symbiote stretches out. And
it looks like Kraven may have something to do with Harry, because Peter was really bent on like finding Kraven because he has a connection about Harry's survival. I don't know. It didn't.
It's either something to do with they need to get Connors because he's such a brilliant scientist, chemist, geneticist, and whatnot. He might be able to help them do something, but they need to de-lizard him first.
Yeah.
But Kraven is trying to hunt and kill Lizard because Kraven does that.
Okay.
He does not, he doesn't catch and release. He kills his prey. That's always been his big thing, is that he kills his prey when he...
Interesting thing to note, I forgot to bring that up, on his tablet when it was showing scanning those different people, it showed Rafe. And if you played the Spider-Man DLC, you know that's his old
right, that's Yuri.
That's Yuri, who kind of, because of what happened in the first part of the DLC...
No, second part.
Second part of the DLC, which, by the way, that boss...
Turf Wars.
Okay, I got you. No, I got you. Which had the weirdest final boss I think I've ever seen in a comic book game.
Yeah, with Hammerhead.
But she didn't turn to the dark side, but she's basically becoming her own like vigilante, basically. But it's called Rafe. She doesn't say that, but I had to look it up after. I'm like, okay, what does she become? And it goes Rafe. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool, interesting. So it looks like confirmed she's going to be in it. We'll see Black Cat coming back as well.
One of the side activities is actually you catching, well, not catching her, but finding the evidence of her first actions as Wraith.
Yeah.
Like, when you finish it, that's basically the confirmation that she's made the transition.
Yeah, so we'll see her. Black Cat confirmed. It looked like,
Taskmaster's coming back.
Taskmaster. Dude, that costume, I like that costume. It's really cool, but dude, okay, what was your go-to costume first one? For me, it was the biker Spidey, the one that had, it was the leather red jacket, the black pants. That was my go-to in the end. What was yours? Because my brother who's editing this just finally started a couple of days ago as it's recording, playing through Spider-Man. He has to buy the DLC because his Game of the Year edition download code expired last year.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Luckily, eBay has the DLC code for like half off, so like $12.
That's nice.
And he got as a birthday Christmas gift, so he should be fine. But go on.
Well, just one of the other things I was going to bring up is like, at least one of the things I know that was kind of like one of the big deals about this. I guess he kind of got it wrong. Like today was the day they were going to be announcing it, but I know who the voice actor for Venom is.
Yeah, it's Tony Todd, Candyman.
How fucking cool is that? They got the fucking Candyman.
They revealed
to be.
Okay, go on. No, go on. Finish your sentence.
They got the fucking Candyman to be.
Yeah, after the teaser trailer, because I think me and my brother watched that one. We were like, oh, it's because the voice sounded familiar. I was like, oh, it's Tony Todd. I think they unveiled it the same year I saw the Candyman reboot. So like, requel. It's a complicated.
The new Candyman movie.
The newest Candyman. So like I automatically knew who he was. So I was like hearing Todd, I'm like, cool, Tony Todd. And then you didn't hear about this. He accidentally leaked like when the game was coming out on his Twitter, and then had to drop that tweet. Yeah, he
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, because he was saying it was supposed to be like here, like this, like.
Yeah,
but it turns out he was wrong about that. It was the day they were going to be, the next big announcement thing.
Okay, so basically, getting back to the game. So basically, yeah, Spider-Man has a symbiote on him. He has the full Spider-Man emblem, Venom emblem, and all the whole shebang. So it looks like we are doing the Man in Black story. Basically, it's interesting because he dealt with this early in the comics. He dealt with this early on in his career. Here, they're doing it much later in his career instead, which should make for an intriguing thing. Yeah, he sounded more. It's Yuri Lowenthal. Had to sound a lot more brutal. He has a lot of Venom's attacks, like anything tentacle related. He did in this, except for take somebody's head off of his mouth.
Which, I mean, granted, we're not saying it won't happen. It might.
I'm curious to see if it's going to still be Harry eventually, or if they're going to still continue with the Eddie Brock route.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Because in the game...
Oh, and sorry, I forgot one of the other ones that we see is Prowler, so we've got another connection for Miles, because Aaron's apparently going to be back at him. Or at the very least, he's going to be trying to hunt down Aaron.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Prowler, of course. Of course, they have to add him, because, of course, his popularity from the first Spider-Verse movie.
And the fact that, because, again, when they introduced Miles, they had him be the nephew of Aaron Davis the Prowler. I'm just saying, they made it so that his dad, Jeff, was Aaron Davis's brother. His uncle is the Prowler. That was one of the ways they connected him into the wider stuff. And then with them jumping him over now to mainstream universe with with a Peter who's still alive. They still kept that relation because it's a good thing.
I bring up the Eddie Brock thing because one thing to note is that, of course, the game takes place after Peter leaves the Daily Bugle because he got tired of, like, JJ just berating Spider-Man and got to a breaking point where he just accused him of flat out murdering somebody, I believe. Or, yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that. This breaking point exists in the comics as well. Just eventually Pete gets sick of JJ's bullshit and just fucking leaves the Bugle. He stops selling them photos. He stops...
go on.
He stops doing that, and that was around the time that they introduced, like, him, like, you know, becoming a teacher or professor type thing, with him eventually becoming a teacher at Midtown High.
So I think that's what they're doing here. They showed Midtown High, they showed Aunt May's place right next to the place. So I'm assuming he becomes a science teacher.
Actually, I think if I remember correctly, that's another line from one of the little phone calls that he and Miles do in Miles Morales.
Okay, we'll leave it at that because, like I said, I have something to play. But
well, it's not like a major spoiler thing. It's just they do have the occasional phone conversation, and it's one of those things that comes up.
So it looks like he is, like you said, he is a science teacher at Midtown High. I mean, I don't think he's going back to the world of science after what happened in the first game.
Well, I mean, if you mean like the stuff that they did even like later than that, where he actually founded his own company and like started doing stuff, yeah, I don't think they're going that route yet.
Yeah, for now, he's just trying to keep it simple, just being a science teacher at his old alma mater.
Well, also with this whole being like, you know, about 8 years after he started as Spider-Man, and they had him start at 15, he's only in his early 20s, so...
Gameplay-wise, still have the takedowns, still have the automatic takedowns, which, oh my god, saved me so many times in the first game. They still have the takedowns, unique Venom-style takedowns, because I think you're going to be with the suit for a while from the looks of things. Well, we have new ways of traversing the city. The gliders.
They've added the underarm webbing glider.
They added a new super launcher now, to where you can just launch yourself like multiple blocks over the city.
That is one of Pete and Miles' classic moves, where they web up to two flagpoles or an antenna or something, and pull back and then really launch themselves pretty far.
They're incorporating that. What I love most about this one is like a water traversal one, because you don't traverse the water a lot in the first game. I'm assuming not in Miles Morales as well.
You pretty much don't traverse the water. You just
you trickle along.
Well, I mean, if you fall in the water, you can kind of slowly swim until you get to a spot where you.
So I love how they incorporate. Hey, more of that. You also brought up we get to visit Queens now.
Yes, I do like that. The fact that it looks like we might be expanding the map outside of Manhattan Island and actually probably at least into Queens, but it would be nice if we also got the other three boroughs.
They showed off more of the what was it? They showed off. Sorry, give me a second. They showed off stealth stuff coming back as well.
Yeah, the hideouts.
The hideouts. They haven't. One thing they haven't tackled is because this, like I said, they had to reconfirm this is a single player game. They haven't showed how like switching between Miles and Peter works yet. They did show like there is going to be some points at certain missions where you play together that you're going to have to take control of each other to like,
or where it'll let you, or where it will kind of force jump you back and forth between them. One of the other things I noticed in the gameplay, specifically I noticed it when Miles came up to bat, but I think they might have integrated this for Pete as well. They actually seem to have put like powers and gadgets on like L1 and R1 along with the face buttons.
It was a bit of a difficulty getting the gadgets out during combat segments.
Yeah, so like in Miles' case, it looked like they put all of his Venom bioelectric Venom powers. They put those on left. So if you hold like L1 and hit one of the buttons, you'll do one of his like Venom techniques. But if you do like R1 in one of the face buttons, you'll use one of his Spidey gadgets.
Yeah. So yeah, it showed like them traversing through the ocean area, like the water area, them having to take a break to save somebody. Then of course everybody's after the lizard, because of course we already know why Peter and Miles are after the lizard. We know why Craven's after the lizard. So like everybody's after him, but then the lizard goes after Miles, which is a hilarious part. Just there's a segment where you have to dodge his bites. Kind of reminds me of Resident Evil 2 remake with the alligator.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so we're getting the sewer gator bit again. I mean, to be fair, like there's plenty of moments in the comics where they kind of do that. So I mean, it just makes sense to have that be one of those set piece moments with the lizard. Because they've done it multiple times in the comics.
I think the other most ambitious part was like, I think what was interesting was that it does show that in this case, in the Man in Black story, there's Miles there this time. It's not just him, Peter trying to struggle and then eventually it looks like Miles is going to be there to help. I wouldn't be surprised if you have to take on Peter at one point to get the suit off him. To get the suit off him, and then eventually goes on to Brock or Osborn or whoever. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's gonna be a one-on-one fight between you and like Man in Black Peter. So like, but you saw aggression side. It looks like the angel on the shoulder is gonna be Miles this time around, who kind of gets what Peter's going through. Because of course, you know, in the first game, Peter lost. I mean, Miles lost his father during that Mr. Negative attack at the rally. So like, he's gonna understand, try to help him understand something. Probably fight the suit off as well. There's gonna be a point where it's gonna. I would say like late second act in the game probably.
Yeah, in the original and a lot of the adaptations up to that point, usually what kind of gets Peter, you know, kind of talks Peter down is his memory of Uncle Ben. Like basically, he kind of has a battle in the center of the mind, and the one who's trying to pull him out of it is Uncle Ben. So this time it might not be so much a battle at the center of the mind. It might be an actual literal battle of Miles trying to pull him out of it while the Venom symbiote tries to pull him.
Yeah, you can see like, I can't believe bringing this movie up, like Spider-Man 3 movie where he does that, where he creates like a barrier metal rods and starts clanging them all because the sound irritates the black symbiote. So yeah.
Again, that's been a technique used in the comics before at certain points when like, you know, when sonic weaponry fails or isn't available.
But yeah, that was it. Fall 2023. I'm assuming November. It's November release. My best guess. They still want to come out just in time for Game Awards. So I'm thinking sometime in the fall, early fall.
Game Awards. They're not. It's like that's a distant second compared to those sweet holiday sales, man. They want that money.
Yeah. But yeah, overall. Only thing that really surprised, like, I get it, we have so many hopes for a showcase and they don't always deliver exactly what we want, but I'm be honest, generally surprised no MK1 gameplay trailer, so that must mean Keeley got it for his Game Fest opening ceremony. Is the best guess. Yeah, is the best guess for that. But okay, since Key 3 season, we usually do grades. We don't do grades for like state of plays or stuff like that, but for the Key 3 season, beginning, especially with the showcase, what would you give this overall?
Honestly, I'd say this is like an A-. There was a few things in there that honestly were just kind of like, like, yeah, like really, and that's what dropped the points. But again, for the most part, what they showed was good stuff. A lot of it was interesting at the very least. A lot of it was like, you know, very visually dynamic. I mean, like, again, like Concord, it was nice of them to put that out there, but they really didn't need to do that since there was basically nothing to show.
Yeah. I've got to go a notch lower for me. B+. I agree with you. I think the first half, there was a lot of ambitious titles, and a couple I had no idea there were sequels to, so I was caught completely off guard. But first half was like mixed bag. For me, it was around like Plucky Squire onward where it really picked up. And
definitely, I agree.
Kind of tripped a little with, like you said, Concord and even what was it? The Crossfire thing. Yeah, the second half was a bit more better because it was a lot of stuff I was looking forward to. But the first half was good, but it was just a mixed bag for me on the first half.
I was going to say, I think the reason why I'm scoring it a little bit higher, and I admit this is complete bias on my part,
that's okay.
But the Dragon's Dogma II review.
No, that's perfectly fine, man.
Like that's what honestly bumped it up a couple more points for me because that's something I'm definitely interested in. I've wanted for a long time and just didn't seem like it was going to happen.
Yeah, for me, the pluses were Alan Wake 2 news, Spider-Man 2, actual gameplay for Spider-Man 2, Metal Gear Solid Delta announcement, like, the cat quest caught me off guard but was enjoyable, seeing more about Plucky Squire, getting in-game footage of Assassin's Creed Mirage, like, that was really nice. And Dragon Ball 2, I wasn't expecting actual in-game footage of the game so soon, like a year after it was announced, or roughly a year after it was announced.
But so. Yeah, like that. Just going back to that real quick, a lot of the stuff that they show there is stuff that I recognized from the first game, but that's not a problem. That was a lot of cool stuff in the first game, and, you know, I like the fact that, like, you know, I mean, your ultimate fire spell was that one where you saw the meteors coming from the sky.
Yeah.
It's like that's your ultimate fireball spell where you just like...
There was a lot of good stuff overall, but like individually there were some parts where I'm like, just went, okay, cool. Just like, it looks ambitious, I want to see more, but... Also, why did it keep on saying coming to PS5? Like, it's a PlayStation showcase.
I think for a decent number of these, it's because these were, like, in the case of those sequels that we saw a lot of, that we didn't really recognize them from the beginning of the show, those are all ones that were on another platform before. You know, they were like PC or maybe even Xbox exclusive, and now they're going to be multi-platform, so they are coming to PS5.
I mean, dude, though, like I said, first half wasn't bad. Just a lot of stuff, I was like, oh, okay, cool. But Immortals of Aveum was like one of my favorites from the first half. That looked really ambitious. And Cat Quest, which was just, hey, here's Cat Quest thing. Ignore the dog thing that died in the last trailer. But that's going to do it, folks, for our PlayStation Showcase reaction. So, other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about some PlayStation goodness, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well. Let us know what you thought of the PlayStation Showcase, this year's PlayStation Showcase. Or your favorite announcements, or some favorite indie title announcements. What did you think about what they showed for Spider-Man 2? Put down what you thought of our reactions overall, but most importantly, we thank you for watching. And now, of course, where can they find you on the internet?
Alright, so it's Nerdy Chic Universe. That's where you can find me and Mari, my wife. So it's so great there. We've got our YouTube channel. We've got our actual website. Working on a Twitch channel because we still need to get like some streaming stuff. But yeah, just like overall, like that's where you can find us. Mari does makeup stuff. We've done interviews with a lot of the folks that you'll see providing the voices in these games, so that's always fun. And yeah, we're and we're doing gaming content as well.
Yeah, that is correct. Sorry, I'm just double checking something before I say what's coming up next.
Summer Game Fest?
Yeah, opening ceremonies. I'm trying to see when that is. Because, come on! Opening ceremonies. This is a June 8th. Okay. So, yeah, on the next episode of SRB Gaming, with the Key 3 season, we will be tackling, of course, the opening ceremonies of Summer Game Fest. Yes, the inaugural. The Keeley is back to fill in that void left by the ye that shall not be named. That is June 8th. That is a...
It's like what?
A Thursday. Well, depending on if he's gonna be here or not, or my brother's gonna be here or not, it'll depend. So you're either gonna get this in person again, or we're gonna get through Zoom again like we did before. So just stay tuned for that, folks. Whatever happens, the Key 3 season has begun, and if you want to check out our previous PlayStation-related reactions, you can check out our last reaction we did to the last State of Play. Not the Final Fantasy VI. They did have like a Final Fantasy 16 exclusive State of Play. I'm talking about the last variety State of Play. You can check that out right here on the channel. But until next time, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Richard from Nerdy Chic Universe.
And this has been a very Man in Black filled episode of SRB Gaming. See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.